Okay, so I am so excited to do this welcome kickoff for the 10 pounds in the 10th month challenge. And as you really know me and know what we do with these challenges is not focused on weight loss usually. But one thing that I think can be really cool is looking at different ways and losing intentional weight can be part of our health goals, and there are other measurements that will make it impact on our health. So we have like the scale, we also have measuring tape, we also have a visual. So to start the challenge, I had some direction that I wanted to go through some things and talk to you guys about that. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about was the direction of and purpose for it. So I'm going to kind of go over the form so that you guys kind of know what to expect and what to do. And if you guys have questions, come off mute and ask, because I can't see the chat when I share my screen. Okay, so we'll do this for each week. We're going to print out a new form. And so we're going to work on week number 1. And I want you guys, you can go here, click file, and then click make a copy right here and make your own copy in Google Docs so that you can like just do it online digitally, or you can print it out. And we're going to work on our why. And sometimes our why, if you think about it, some people are a little bit too crazy about it. Like you could go in the negative, and like it just means too much, but then you can also have it mean too little. And I think that if we don't take the time to really think about what we want for our health, it's not going to happen. So we have to create that. And what are some tools for you guys in creating your why? That's what I wanted to focus on, that like for throughout the month, that you have like a card or a piece of paper. Here's mine right here, and write down your why and why we're doing this challenge. Why now? Why today? And here's a couple other questions. Why are we doing it? How will this help us create a better life? And who will this impact by you reaching your goals? And what does your best life look like? And then here's a couple other questions. I'm just sharing you guys, like, it is so nice to have a script to be able to do health assessments, because these questions are so powerful. And if you haven't done a health assessment with me recently, I encourage you to reach out and do that. Or if somebody invited you in here, they're a coach, then do that with them. But here's some questions that are so powerful. If failure wasn't an option, what dream health goals would you have for yourself? So that's not what do you think is attainable. It's like, if you could blow your mind, or you snap your finger and it was done, what would it be? Like, we put so many limitations because we don't think it's possible. And when we reach that goal, what will you maybe start doing that you're not doing now? And what things might be more easy or enjoyable for you to do? Or how can you be a better wife, sister, brother, whatever, in that realm? And now when we're at this point of reaching our goal, how are our overall emotional health? What will that look like? And I think that this is just, but it's so interesting to me to coach. I've coached now for 7 years. I have 6 kids, lost 40 pounds on the program. Cool. But I am realizing where we focus is where the energy goes. If we are focused on the negative, our brains are going to go there, and we're not going to have sustainable success. If we can lead from the future and act in the now, so that means the future Jen who's strong, who's, and put all of your why and put it into that future form, the future Jen who's already accomplished these things, what would they do in this moment? What steps are going to be taken to get you to where you want to go? So I want you to think about your why and your focus. Ask yourself, check yourself constantly throughout the day. Is my brain going to negativity or positivity? And how do we make new neural pathways? Well, it's not just going to happen. One of the things that we have to do is recognize it as a human normal thing for our brain to go negative. Avoid pain, seek pleasure, be negative. That's going to be what it is. So as we have our brain and it's doing that, if you don't create a new neural pathway by stop, challenge, choose, like stop, think about what's going on in your head. Is that thought serving me? What is it focused on? Why is it happening? What is the emotion behind it? And then shifting in like, you can go through 5 steps, processing emotions if you can. But beside that, how can we create a thought that would serve us better, because there's probably 10 different perspectives. And if we can choose the one that serves us, create that new neural pathway, and maybe you try a couple different ones and maybe you wait until it sticks, but like create those new neural pathways. So what is your why? Where is your focus? So those are the first two things that I wanted to talk about on that, and share it with me. I have my email written at the top of this highlighted portion, along with your starting weight, and a picture and of you now, and then what micro habit are you going to work on. So I have a little video right here that you can watch for more details. But a micro habit, when I do this with people who don't really understand what micro habits are, they're like, well, I want to exercise every day for 30 minutes. And I'm like, that's not what I mean. That's great. You want to work on the habit of exercise. So maybe that looks like you literally just lay out your gym clothes every single night. And maybe you just put your shoes on every single day. And that's the actual micro habit. And then if you work out, bonus, but creating that purposeful, intentional, that your brain's going to try to talk you out of putting your shoes on, like you can just nail that one and create consistency, then it's going to bless you in the future too. So we're going to have lots of fun doing this, and I'm going to do some prize giveaways. And like, one of the things that happens, we have a cue, a habit, and reward. And if we are using that system and we're having rewards, our brain loves it. So this chart is actually going to help you fill the reward by checking the boxes. Now, I know it's easy to not check a box, so I get that. That's why maybe you put this on your fridge. Maybe you put this in your room. I don't know, but put it where you're going to see it, and check these off when you do them, because it will really do something for your brain. And your brain's going to resist it at some point, especially for 3 weeks. I also wanted to make sure that you guys know, after you're filling out these charts, you count up your points total. I can't count up 20 people's points. Please don't make me do that. So I'm going to have you calculate your points, and then we're going to put them into the group for accountability. And I want everybody to like, I don't know if it's going to be more helpful for you guys to see that or not. So I haven't decided on that yet, but definitely count up your points, and then we'll talk about how we're going to share that. And that will be awesome. So I'm going to go through these really quick. Accountability daily. So every single day, I want you guys to go into your message thread on Messenger, go into the group, the chat thread, like we have right here. I'll show you. This lose the 10 pounds in the 10th month. And I want you to put an emoji. That means you're checking in for the day. That's how you check in. If you had something inspirational, awesome. You can share it. That counts as a check-in. If you want to just put an emoji because you're checking it off the list, that's great too. But it would be awesome, like, to be around others who are being inspired, and you guys can share that, because that's one thing that's really fun about a community. Okay, so we have the education. Education's awesome, you guys. If we can create the habit, like that micro habit of just reading one little thing that can shift our mindset for the day, it like puts your intention right in the beginning of the day. Kind of like if you exercise in the morning and like you have that habit, it like sets your whole day up for success. So education's awesome. There's the life book. The resource is down here at the bottom under number 2. And it gives you the link for the online ebook from Dr. A for the life book. So if you don't have the actual book, then you can use that. Mine's in the kitchen because I read every day. So read 1 page a day. That's it. Like, I don't even care. Just create that habit. Okay, community podcast. We're going to do that for Wednesday nights. It's super easy to join. I have the links below. So that's easy. Everything's going to be on the sheet that you need access to. Nutritional protein and veggie meals. So one thing, if we are like joining this to be intentional with our health, one component is nutrition. So I would love to encourage everybody, at least one time in the day, that you are cooking a veggie and protein meal or eating out properly, that you're weighing and measuring it, and that you're intentional about it. I would really prefer to, if you want to be blessed, to create the micro habit of doing a meal plan once a week. So do that meal plan where you have, hey, these are the proteins, these are the veggies, or like, here's cauliflower pizza night, which whatever you want to do on that. And then exercise. I'm going to miss out for a couple of days. I got my eyebrows done, and so I can't, but I will be doing this soon. Exercise is really important. And so if you do 20 minutes, you get 5 points a day. Look how high those points are. I actually don't emphasize. I should probably switch that for nutrition, but I already did this, so I will leave it. But exercise is harder for me to be like strength training. So this will be a fun one. So you get 5 points for that. And then water, you guys drink over 70 ounces because it will bless your life, unless your medical doctor told you not to. So drink water, you get a point. 7 hours of sleep, that I don't care when it is. I don't think naps count. Okay. No napping to make up for that. And I know we are moms and sometimes it sucks and you just can't get that 7 hours and that's okay. You tried or you're intentional. Okay. And the micro habit, what is the one micro habit you're going to work on that's going to serve your life? Like, is it to stop, to deep breathe every day? Is it to stop, challenge, choose every day? So look at that. And then prayers and gratitude. So if you're religious, you can pray. Either one, having gratitude, if you do that twice a day, then you can get points for that. I thought that would be super fun. And then Thursday, I'm going to do like a live webinar. I'm just going to tap the button. They won't be recorded. I can't decide if I'm going to record them or not, or we'll do it like this. And we'll do a live webinar. I'm going to have a topic that I talk about. And one of the things I do want to go back and mention, because I thought about it before, is I want to emphasize on your why. You are not getting healthier because you don't like yourself. You will not be successful. We have to come from a place of love. We can't do it out of disgust. We can't do it in disappointment in ourselves. Of course, we are where we are because of our whole life experience. Giving yourself grace, not too much, don't be fickle, but also personal accountability. You have to take 100% personal responsibility for where you are, because we've also made choices. And now you have some tools too that can back you up. Personal responsibility. And when I say that, don't do 110% and be too hard on yourself with that negative self-talk, right? Which we already talked about. Okay, back to this checkoff list. So vocal check-ins. I would love to have you check in with your own coach, or if you don't have one in this group, then call me. And I have my phone number on there, and we'll just do a live vocal check-in. They take 5 minutes or less. You reflect what you're learning and setting goals for the next week. And then pounds lost. You can get points for doing that. And not everybody's going to have weight to lose on that. So it's just kind of a fun perk. So here at the bottom, I'm going to just go over. I have 3 more minutes. And then I want you guys to ask me questions if you have one. We're going to do it in just a second. So I have a link to access the Healthy Community, which is a Facebook Healthy Together group. And that has a lot of recipes and lots of different cool stuff. And I have all the YouTube playbacks for that webinar once a week. You can click this and listen to those webinars too. Actually, that's a different link. But last month we did a challenge that was really awesome. We did Facebook Lives for 10 minutes every day. And if you didn't end up listening to those, or if you want to listen to them again, they were that good. And I have the link listed right there. So you can grab that. And then create integrity. What is one micro habit you want to work on? So like keeping your word to yourself and having that be super small. I have been really proud of myself for taking vitamins, because I have not ever really done that. So I've been taking vitamins lately, and I've also been doing 3 pull-ups every single day. So, and the splits and a back bend. So I like, what micro habits, like just start one. And I've been working on this for a long time. Okay. And then highly encouraged to read the first 2 elements of the life book. That's what we get points for up above. And then I've got the link for the actual book. And then listening to the podcast once a week on Wednesdays. And that's what I was saying, is I have a link for all the playbacks. If you can't join live, and just listen to a playback. And then having an intentional nutrition plan. So if you need help on that, I have lots of resources for you. And there's some recipes too that I included. Okay. Oh, I did not mean to do that. So let me come off screen share and tell me what questions you guys have, please. Did I go over enough? Come on, Leanne. You got my back. You guys don't have any questions?
You did a good job. I don't have any questions. Maybe it's because I've done one of these challenges before, but I think you did explain it good. I love that these challenges lets everybody choose where they're at. It doesn't matter where we're at in our health goals, and revisiting my why, is something that I really need to do right now. So I'm excited about the challenge. I think it's going to be fun. So.
It is going to be fun. So I love that. I love hearing from you guys. I learned so much from you guys. You guys have a lot of wisdom. I want you guys to write your why on a note card or something like this, or a piece of paper. And maybe you even add things to it, like, this would improve in my life if I were more intentional about this, or whatever. But write it down and post a picture of you holding it like this for accountability, and just put it in the chat thread. And if you haven't posted about this challenge, let me show you what that looks like really quick. And I'm almost done, because I told you guys I'd be 15 minutes. I've got like 30 seconds. So this is one that Twyla did, and I need to do mine. But you guys know I post a lot, and so it's not that I'm not willing. I just was trying to space it out. Okay, so look at Twyla's. Isn't this so cute? She has this Halloween picture from last year, and then she just copied these words right here. She probably didn't need this little quotation mark right there. She put in emojis, which is great. So just copy the wording and then repost it, and then use this image right here that you can copy and paste. And this. Now look at her thing. Can you see this public? That's what is awesome. So I'm going to do a drawing for bonus points. If you guys have this posted, I'm gonna need to, I haven't watched everybody who's done it, so I'll have to ask at some point, and then I'll go and check on your walls. And so make sure that if you guys want to enter into that drawing that you do so. And I would, what about Corey, Twyla? Do you guys have any other questions?
The only question I did have is I tried to repost that, but it wouldn't let me copy and paste the picture.
You have to download a picture. Good question. So whenever you're using your phone, you'll find it. So like if I have this post right here and I am trying to copy this and repost it, you tap the picture and then 3 dots, tap the 3 dots and it says save to phone, then you save it. And then you go back and then you're going to go up here and then you're going to copy the words, copy text, and then you go to photos like you're going to post. I'm going to select the picture, click next, and then I'm going to push control paste, and then it's good to go. And then you push post, and you can add another picture of like a selfie like that. And then it's going to show the 2 pictures side by side like Twyla had done. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that helpful?
Yes and no. For whatever reason, I could not find it on my phone because I did save it to my phone, but
Maybe it was as a PNG instead, or it went into a different folder, or you can also do it from a computer, and it's easy to do it from a computer.
I'll try that.
Copy paste from a computer.
Okay, I'll try that.
Okay, awesome. So I'm so excited to do this challenge. If you guys have anybody else that you want to invite to it, it's super awesome and fun. Just let me know. So if you're a participant and you're not a coach, just let me know so that we can have somebody watching backs on that. To make sure they have all the resources and it's helpful, and to do a goal setting session. So I'm so excited. Twyla, did you have any questions? Is that good? She's so cute. Okay, I will let you guys go. Thanks for your time, and you're amazing. I'm excited to hear and be inspired by your whys. And go ahead and post a picture of you and your thing. Do a little selfie in our message thread group. Okay, we'll see ya.
Thanks, Jen.
Yep.